also a similar issue at Ashalaja. We understand the school is called Obaakrowa DA School. Let's bring you that report that has been filed by Kennedy Chumesi after we have a conversation on that.
At first glance, Obaakrowa DA Basic School in the South municipality seems to have classroom blocks, but a closer look tells a different story.
This is a school built for about 50, 60 years now, which nothing has been done on it since the school was established to date. And this is the state of the school as we see that the school has been dilapidated in a form that is even danger to the people conveying in it.
Roofs are in bad shape, the walls are cracked, windows shattered, and termites have eaten away the wooden beams. In some blocks, the concrete floors are crumbling. The few available classrooms are severely overcrowded, barely standing, and now serve only a fraction of the student body. As you can see right behind me and around me, the desks are very closed. You can see how congested this place is, and as a result of the space and the lack of infrastructure here, the authorities here are forced to move some of the students under the trees. As a result, students from JHS 1 to JHS 3 are now forced to study under trees in the open air, exposed to the harsh weather. Their dreams hang in the balance. Whiteboards and school bags lean against tree trunks. With no walls to shield them and no roof above, learning happens not in classrooms, but on wooden desks set in the dust.
This is very terrible. My biggest challenge is that when the sun shines and you are writing, it is really hard. Sometimes you have to push your desk somewhere so that you can find a better place. Meanwhile, some people's desks are also there, so we find it very difficult.
More importantly, as the rainy season sweeps across the country, it also threatens to wash away the dreams of children in Obaakrowa, a small farming community in the Greater Accra region.
Because we are having the lessons under the trees, when it rains, a class is about 109, and all of them cannot be in the class. So you can imagine 109 pupils in one class. Sometimes the getting access to the classroom is very, very difficult. So you have to stand at the door entrance and then be teaching them, which is very bad. So when it rains like this, sometimes it affects the lessons. Lessons are not effective.
Here, beneath the open skies and the shade of aging trees, students gather daily to learn not in classrooms, but on wooden desks placed in the dust. But with the rains now upon them, their fragile learning environment is on the brink of collapse. Simply, when it rains, lessons stop. When the sun is too hot, concentration also drops. Whichever way, students are worried.
It affects our academic year. For us to sit under the tree, even when it's rain, we are not able to learn. The teachers close us, go home without doing anything. So I'm pleading with the government that they should help us and provide a new block so that we can sit inside and learn. For us to sit inside a classroom and learn, it will improve our academic year. We ourselves will feel comfortable learning in a classroom.
Learning under trees, you told me that snakes even fall. When did this happen?
Last academic year, I thought the snake would even bite us. Because as for us, young people like this, seeing a snake like that, it is very scary.
Malaria, cold, fungal infections, and skin rashes are just a few of the health risks students face due to the prolonged exposure to harsh weather. Assembly member for the area, Gilbert Kwame Afekpe, has expressed deep concern about the growing health implications, especially as the rains set in.
Whilst teaching and learning is even ongoing, motorbikes will be passing, cows. We have a lorry just closer to the school is here, and at times the stench, they have to close them. Whilst it's not even time for closing, snakes will fall from the tree, which is very dangerous to them. Communicable diseases such as TB, muzzle pulses, chicken pulses, because they are too overpopulated and they are even closer to each other. So it's affecting them. whilst teaching and learning is even ongoing, you see cars passing, the town folks will even be bypassing up and down, smoking, then a whole lot. So it's affecting them a lot.
The concern is even greater for final year students preparing for the Basic Education Certificate examination. Their future rests on exams they must study under trees.
It's not the best, and it saddens my heart because at the end, they will all sit for the same exams, while some are having a favorable learning environment, some are also deprived, and at the end, they all have to sit for the same exams, and they all have to compete for the same schools. And sometimes it's a little bit unfair and challenging to the students.
Assembly member for the area is urging authorities to intervene, pleading for the construction of additional classrooms and a new block for the JHS and primary departments.
I am now pleading to the government, current Minister of Education, Honorable Haruna Ndrusu, Gansaf Municipal Assembly Chief Executive, Honorable Moses Kabuku Okansi, the MP for the Domabra Obon constituency, Honorable Isaac Akuibo, every stakeholders, NGOs, to come into our aid and give us the support. We need a classroom block. We need teachers' office, teachers' bungalow. They should come into our aid and support us.
Wow.
See, shame on us as a country. A big shame on us. We are 68 years old. We are all in it. 68 good years. This, we moved from the Savannah region, came down to the Greater Accra region. I keep saying this. And Nana Tufo would fight me that, why will I say it's the Greater Accra region, and the Greater Accra region would have to get what is, at least we are not supposed to be seeing these things in the Greater Accra region. All the schools in the Greater Accra region must be in good condition, then students can learn. Then teaching and learning can go on smoothly. Shame, a big shame on us. 68 good years. Let's speak to Kennedy Chumesi, the reporter who went on the grounds to bring us this story from Ashalaja. He's joining us via Zoom. Kennedy, good morning.
Good morning, Philip.
I trust you are doing well.
I'm doing well.
How did you get to know of this school to go there and bring us this report?
Well, on social media. So basically, the story was sent to me by a friend that told me to do a follow-up on this particular issue because they've been really suffering for years. So I took it up, and then I headed to the place, and then I did a story on it.
Beautiful. Take us on a journey. The road from wherever you branch off to the school, tell us about the road before we get to the school.
The roads are really, really bad. We spent closely 2 hours from Sesano, which is our office, to the place. The roads are really bad, particularly when you are coming from Amasaman through to Ashalaja to the place. The roads are very terrible, and I constantly complained about the deplorable state of the road, because if the road was smooth, we would have spent less than an hour to reach that particular place. But because of the poor roads, drivers were even complaining, and you could see that some vehicles had even got damaged on the road, trying to fix them. And that's how serious the challenge is. So the school is another challenge, and the road is also another challenge. I'm coming from Amasaman to the school, you have to spend close to 2 hours.
Before
2 hours on the road before you can even get to the school.
So when you got to the school, what was your initial reaction? Just getting the fact that it's in the Greater Accra region, you are seeing a school that students of this day and age are learning under trees.
Philip, I was as surprised as you, because I felt that, well, in the Greater Accra region, we shouldn't be having students study under trees. It's the capital city of Ghana, so basically we should have the infrastructure here in Accra. If schools in Northern region are complaining, schools in Accra shouldn't be complaining, because we are in the capital city. But the situation is very, very serious, and more disturbing is that these students learning under the trees, they even share a land with someone rearing cows. So you will see that during the day, the cows will have to graze. So they'll be moving around the school and concentration will drop, and the minds of the students will shift while the teacher is teaching. Their mind is also somewhere, and the situation is very serious. But more, the issue is that this Obaakrowa DA Basic School, they have school buildings. But if you get closer to the school, you would witness that the school, the infrastructure in the school is very, very dilapidated. Like, is that serious? You could see that there are no windows, the concrete floors, bad, the desk, bad, everything is just off. So the students you see under the trees are those from JHS1 to JHS2. These students are also, the JHS3 students are also preparing for BECE. And they are expected to go and sit in an examination where students in other schools are sitting in air conditions. Students in other schools are using proper digital tools to learn. And all these students are expected to come out with flying colors. The trees, sitting under the trees, the weather changes, and more particularly why I decided to do the story was because the rains are coming, which is very serious because academic activities will be disrupted. So when the rains are coming and academic activities will be disrupted, where would these students go to study when the rains coming? They tell me that the authorities tell me that they just have to close the students so that they go home. Learning hours are cut short. So these are some of the issues that these students are facing in Obaakrowa DA Basic School.
Right, but how long has it been going on for?
For over 30 years, because according to the assemblyman that I spoke to, ever since the school was built, there's been no renovation whatsoever done to the school, and the population keeps growing. So you see that a class, for instance, will have about 80 students. They can't all fit in one classroom. So some will have to go under the trees. So basically, the students you see under the trees are from JHS1 to JHS3. They do not have classrooms. So they are studying under the trees. With the final year students also preparing for their examination, which is the BECE, under the trees.
Right. And as you spoke to the assemblyman, did he also indicate that the local authorities had ever done anything about it before? Maybe not this local authority per se, but the past ones.
So I spoke to the assembly member and he told me that they started, the PTA and some of the authorities started to build some of the classrooms. They have a vast land. So they started to build a classroom, but that building has not even reached foundation level. It's just some demarcations they've done on the land, and it has not even reached foundation level. So according to the current MCE, he was confirmed not long ago, and according to the assembly member, he told him that he has seen the issue and they will be working to salvage the situation since he's new in office. So he's basically going to sit to assess the situation and then come on board to help.
All right. Thank you so much, Kennedy. But Kennedy, you can just hold on for us. We have the assemblyman on the line, Mr. Gilbert Kwame Afakbe, who's the assemblyman of Ashalaga electoral area. Honorable, good morning.
Good morning, madam.
How are you doing?
Please, I'm doing good by His grace. All
right. You are welcome to Breakfast Daily. And I'm sure you already know what we are talking about. We are talking about the situation at Obaakrowa Basic School. And how did it get to this point?
Please, the situation for Obaakrowa School is very, very, very mixed. Because the structure of the school has been dilapidated, cracks on the wall, the floor has been breaking into pieces, and it is very dangerous to the health of the people within the area. And it now has become a very headache to me on how to get rid of that structure to get another one for my people living within the area.
And so what steps are you actually taking to address this issue?
Please, I have also spoken with my MP, my current MP for the area concerning the state the state of the school, and also the former MC is also the former MC, Honorable Joseph Nyani, too, is aware of the state of the school, which they said will be coming to give us a support. But till now, nothing has been done concerning that. So it is my plea to the whole nation, the whole country. If any person, stakeholders, NGOs, government can come into our aid and give us a support by building a new structure for us, I'll be very, very happy on that.
Right. The rainy seasons are actually here right now, and there are, I don't know, so much that is going on when it comes to the rain, but is there any intervention put in place, like a shelter, like temporary tents, something? Do you have any plans for that?
Yes, for now, when it's raining like this or the rain is coming, they close the students and then they go home because the state of the school is very dangerous. Anything at all can happen. So when the rain starts like this, they close them. Why it's time for lessons, academic teaching is ongoing and things too. They have to close them due to the weather conditions. They have to close them to go to their various homes. And it is affecting their academic performance a lot.
Honorable Assembly Member, the issue is that are you just getting promises from, say, GES, from the district or the municipal assembly and the various authorities? Is it just lip service they are giving you that will come and fix it, or there is some sort of action that they would back to their promises?
Thank you. For now, no promises has been getting to me so far, and no action too has been taken so far to get rid of the situation. Nothing so far.
How many students are affected by this?
Please, for now, there are more than 1,000 students.
Sitting under trees?
More than 1,000 students sitting under trees. Even those within the classroom, even the classroom is even breaking. Their class is even dilapidated. Those within the classroom, and they are even congested in the classroom.
Honorable, thank you for your time. Thank you for your time. We're monitoring activities there, but I can tell you, this is not, like I keep saying, that's not right.
Thank you.
You have your MP for the area is Ben, I guess.
My MP for Domiabra Obom constituency, Honorable Isaac Awukuibo.
Isaac, and the previous was Sophia.
Yes, please.
Sophia. So
yes,
there wasn't any action taken by Sophia on this, I guess.
No, please. No, please.
All right, well, thank you for your time.
Thank you, my boss.
Kennedy Chumesi, thank you so much for going to cover this story and bringing us to us. I'm sure that you'll be going there again to monitor event for us.
Sure.
Okay. Kennedy, thank you for your time. Thank you so much. Thank you. Chris, I can't say a lot.
It's not over you, right?
Oh, of course. Today's segment, I'm really not a happy man because, see, if we keep saying that the next generation,
this is the generation,
future leaders and all that, you want the future leaders to learn in this situation, what we are seeing in Yape, coming down to Ashalaja. And I keep saying that these schools are just a few of the many that we haven't taken our cameras to yet. But we will definitely take our cameras to these schools. And the various authorities, the big question is, taxes, if you are not understanding the English, taxes, maybe I can't speak the other languages. These are only two languages I can speak. When you collect the taxes, what do you use it for? No. So you sit in your office and we say we will resolve it, we will solve it, and nothing comes out of it. Please, we are begging you. We are really begging you. We have a lot to deal with in this country. Education, health, even electricity, sanitation, decongestion exercise that the mayor is doing is being done in other places as well. Too many problems. Please, try and solve at least some, if not all. Don't be taking your kids to the big schools and forget about we, the poor man's children. See, if not for the poor man who is a mason, if not for the poor man who is a carpenter, if not for the poor man who is a laborer in your house, if not for the poor man who is a cleaner in your house, if not for that poor man who is a farmer, you wouldn't be in that position you are now. You wouldn't have the vote you have now to call yourself Oga and be sitting in your office and be smelling all the good perfumes and be inhaling all the good AC you can inhale, move from your office, sit in your V8, go to home, come back, sit in your V8, and you sit in your tinted vehicle and you drive on the road, and a motorcade has to be in front of you. We have to clear the road and you pass. Rethink. If we are resetting, we have to reset. Is that 6 months, or it's not even 6 months into the NDC administration? But I think that if the NDC administration has to do something, it has to be now. Yes, the previous administration, they have done and gone. But if you are resetting the country, you have to reset it well. Because just these 2 schools that we are dealing with on Breakfast Daily this morning tells you a lot, that we need total overhaul of the education system in this country. Can't you see it? Can't you see the fact that you are having children sitting on the floor learning? Can't you see that we have students sitting under trees learning? The road from Amasaman to Ashalaja is in a deplorable state. Can't you see it? Can't you see these things? Can't you deal with them? And you want us to be paying electricity bills, increasing tariffs. It's good. You are bringing the dollar. The dollar is coming down. You are bringing fuel prices down. But there are other things you should look at. Please, we ourselves, they said we were the future leaders. Now we are not the future leaders, and again, we are the leaders now. For us here, we will talk about these issues. We will make sure that we will cover the stories to empower the change that is needed. And you, the authority that you need to do it, we will hit your back till you fix this problem. Till you fix this problem. Because this is just a bad thing. Ashalaja, a school in Ashalaja, Obaakrowa school, has been like this for 30 good years. And you don't see it, and you sit in your home and you eat fried rice and chicken. Let's go on a break.
Well, I've never seen Philip like this.
Yes,
before.
I'm sad.
I've really never seen Philip like this.
I'm really
before.
sad.
But anyway, the promise of free and quality education actually means nothing if these kids do not actually have real furnitures and also a roof above their head. It really means nothing. This is the future that we are talking about. And if we do not do something about it, this future that we say we are building is really going to be affected. Let's take a